Another of St. Louis's most loved organizations has been delighting audiences for 45 years. In this age of video games and digital everything, the art of puppetry may be one of the last truly live performances children see. Kramers Marionnettes is one of the longest-running puppetry theaters in the U.S. Alex Fees goes behind the curtain to learn more about how these enchanting characters are created.
In today's ever-changing digital world, one of man's oldest art forms, puppetry, is being kept alive by world-renowned Bob Kramers Marionnettes.
The marionette has been a wonderful art form for hundreds of years. And what a great tool for education, learning about being an audience, learning about the theater. It's all there. And we get so many compliments from teachers saying, this is the best field trip we've ever taken the children on. We get so much feedback and so much, they just talk about it all the time because it's live and it's different.
We do everything the old world way.
Staying true to the time-honored process, each Bob Kramer marionette involves over 1,500 hours of designing, sculpting, carving, and costuming.
We're one of the few companies that's still making the marionettes out of wood.
Crafted from hard poplar woods and costumed with thousands of sequins, Austrian crystals, pearls, yards of fur, and metallics, these are one-of-a-kind, museum-quality pieces.
It's an amazing thing. When the puppet is done, even being there through all the steps, it's like, wow, did we really do this?
Beginning with the imagination, each creative step requires a calculated approach and precise execution.
When you design something, you have to design it with movement as opposed to a stiff hand. You have a little curve in it. So I'm constantly thinking of movement in the hands, the legs, the feet, whatever it is. The first is getting what the character is going to look like. This is our drawing, our scale drawing of our duck. And then whenever there's a spot where it's going to be behind here, I do it in blue. So when we make the pattern, we know the neck's going to be that long. Scale drawing has to be kind of exact because that's what we do make the patterns from and all the other stuff that has to be done from that. The clay work is kind of interesting. The beginning part's not so exciting, but you get more clay on and you start get the features going. Then it's kind of fun. And then I usually go away from it for a day or so and then come back and look at it and I decide, yeah, that's it, or no, we have to add some more things or whatever I'm going to do with it. So when this gets done, I'm going to do a plaster mold. Once I start getting into the wood and you're fitting the different parts together, it's kind of neat. And I can figure out how the puppet's going to work pretty much when I get the legs and things together. I generally make the hands and the heads bigger than normal so they can be seen in the audience. Fitting eyes and mouths, once you fit them, they're fitted. And you can get them out 20 years later and they're just like brand new. And if they're going to dance, they have to really be flexible. With the costumes, it restricts the movement and that sort of thing, so we do as much as we can. Sometimes when they get the costume on, we have to weight the feet so that they work. When we do our costuming, everything is lined so that it lasts and doesn't wear out and lasts for a long, long time. Our symphony show we're getting ready right now, most of the characters are over 30 years old.
Of the thousands plus marionettes in the Bob Kramer inventory, Charlie is the most popular character.
Of all the puppets, internationally, he's always the most favorite. The children just gravitate to him.
With strings attached, each marionette becomes a distinct character, yet maintains the Bob Kramer signature, a trademark that evolved at an early age for the gifted puppeteer.
I started working with marionettes when I was 3, and I made my first one when I was 5. So I've been working with them ever since I was 5 years old, and it's just something I've been doing all the time and still like what I do. It's fun.
And fans of all ages continue to enjoy the Bob Kramer Marionnettes experience. Each visit to the theater, located in the Central West End, includes an educational workshop demonstration, historical puppetry exhibit, and an enchanting live show.
I like the big puppet, the big puppet. I like the princesses and the beauty and a big monster with big old hands and a big old head. And I like it, the girls with the flowers and the pink one and the orange.
Preschoolers through senior citizens, and the red hat ladies just love us. After the show, this little lady comes up and she says, I want to thank you so much for the show. And I said, well, I'm glad you liked it. And she says, I'm 86 years old, and tonight I felt like a little girl again. And she says, I've not felt that way for a very, very long time. And these are the moments, you can't take that to the bank, but nobody can take that away from you. And that's why we feel it's so important, again, this idea of perpetuating this art form and keeping it alive.